grass has been growing, so time to get the mower out. That would be it right there. I'm gonna get the vacuum unit set up on it, and then I have something I want to put on it. I gotta see if I can't find it. I know it's in here somewhere. I had something I need to put on here. I think I have it down in the garage right now. I want to put a certain thing on here, but let's see if we've got oil in here. See if I have to go grab anything. Yep, it's got oil in it, so that's good. Let's go over here and make sure the fuel line's connected. That's good. Make sure the valve is closed for the relief valves. Make sure it's closed. We've got propane in here, so I should be able to crack this open all the way. And then hop on and start it. That is accurate to how many hours are on this, by the way. Within 10 hours. I can't remember if it was plus or minus. So there's no choke on here. All I gotta do is turn key. And there you have it. Sitting all winter untouched. Cranks up. Ready to go. No throttle lag, nothing. So I'm gonna let this warm up and charge up and get all the other stuff out of the way. Okay, I do have to hold the deflector up with my foot. So I usually just reach down and grab that. Put it in low range, second gear, clear. Let's get her on out. Tires holding there. The rear is good. That one's good. Get this on out. I'll put it in third. That there. I'm gonna put this wheelbarrow in that hole for now. Out of the way. That works. So now I'm gonna go look into putting the vacuum unit on here. I don't remember if, yeah, I gotta weld this though. So I'm gonna get the welder out. I gotta weld this because this is loose. For the vacuum unit. I have videos on building that. I just haven't posted them yet. I'm working on it. A lot of editing for that one. Been in the making since before winter, but what are you gonna do? I had other projects, sorry. So let me get this down in the garage and we'll start working on it. I'm not gonna bore you with welding that bracket, but while I have the welder out, I'm also gonna weld that snowblower because it's got some cracks on the sides here. And one thing I would like to add to this, which I'll go into detail later on, is a lubricator to the intake. Here, let me go grab it and I'll show you. Okay, that is something I want to add to this engine in the near future, but this Sunday I gotta fix a brake booster, but my dad's probably gonna want to cut some grass, so I gotta get this thing at least going so it'll cut grass. So I got to put the vacuum unit on for the leaf vac, the Trac-Vac. I got to weld that first. And I have to take the intake manifold off to put a port in for that. Anyone want to take any guesses as to what that is for? Here's a hint. That is going to make up for the valve wear related to the dry fuel. So that's as much as you're going to get out of me for now. But yeah, this runs on propane. as I mentioned, I do plan on elaborating on this in the future. It's just a lot to go over, and it's hard to get it all in one video, but that will be something for in the future. But it is like having fuel injection. I don't have to play with the choke. I don't have to wait for it to warm up. It's just turnkey and go. And literally sat all winter, and you just saw how quick the thing fired right up after sitting all winter, no problems. And all I did was park it and turn the fuel valve off and run the system out of fuel after it sat. And then I cracked the bleeder to relieve any excess pressure. It was nothing to store. It literally took less than 3 minutes to store this thing for the winter, and no time at all to dig it out. It's very convenient. I am going to make sure the tire pressures are all good. I think I fill the rears up to about 7 to 8 psi, and then the fronts will have about 14 psi. I think I had tubes on the front, but I can't remember for sure. So they'll probably be fine. I'll make sure the deck is running level and everything. No big deal. So I'm going to continue with that. I also got to grab my other gas can because I got to put that away and put stabilizer in it. Sorry I didn't get a chance to elaborate on how I mounted this. But there's a plate on the top here, and the pin holds the top. And then there's a nut and bolt on the bottom that goes where the hitch pin would go in for the trailer or the cart. And it's just those two connection points that mount this to the back, and the trailer hooks here. You can see how many hours we have on this thing because it's about ready to break that hole open before too long, but we'll just cut this back half off and probably weld a different plate onto it when it does wear out. But not worried about that. But yeah, this thing fired up pretty easy. Runs pretty nice. No fighting whatsoever with that. I mainly just wanted to show that thing starting up after sitting all winter and what I was up to. A couple shots of around the yard for the spring cleanup. Sucked up quite a bit of leaves. This pile behind here is what I've sucked up so far this spring. Gonna put this away. And for those of you that are acute to details, yes, I know it looks different. I do have a video of the repairs on this. I gotta do it later though. A lot of editing. Well, finished up the yards around the house anyway. Got all the leaves cleaned up, even from behind this building. I got all those blown out and swept up. Finished up the yard over there. So for those of you that might be familiar with my channel or looked at some of my older videos, know I've been battling ethanol for a while, so that propane is obviously a win. I think a final victory over the war against ethanol. But thought I'd give you a little bit of a heads up as what I've been doing with this little not weed whacker, a leaf blower, a little handheld leaf blower. I don't even think I run a tank full of fuel in this thing a month, even in the worst case scenario. So this thing has been sitting quite a bit. It doesn't get used much, so I'm not mixing regular pump gas in this anymore. I'm just going to run this VP 40-to-1 mix because that sits 99% of the time. And haven't had any issues with that. That sat all winter, maybe used once in the middle of the winter. So sitting 6 weeks at a time, and had the same tank of fuel in it for over 4 months and didn't have any issues. Started using that today. So I'm probably going to have to go get another can because I only got a little bit left in here. Maybe about a third of a bottle. So I'll go buy another one of those, but not a big deal. Now I gotta get my tractor put away because I don't want it sitting outside, and that 7016 is going to be going up for sale because my brother who owns that now has a Coyote tractor, so we don't need that anymore. I need to take the sleeve hitch off of it because we don't need to sell that with it, and I also want to take the wheel weights off of it because I want to sell those separately. And then I'm going to take this Simplicity out and unhook the snowblower, and then park that back here and probably put it behind this one or beside that beside that one or something. I don't know. I just gotta move it around and get everything parked in here. I want to make enough room lengthwise so I can just back the tractor out with the trailer already on it, because I'm not done vacuuming up leaves this year yet. So I'll turn you guys on once I get everything all situated in here. It's not particularly neat, but it fits. If you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.